What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I got to have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me? This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I'm your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's up to all of my friends and family? I appreciate y'all for continuing to hold me down. It's a sunny day in Detroit. Friday, June 5th, 2026, year of our Lord. What's up, friends? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling incredible. I'm feeling incredible. How y'all feeling? Why is that doing that? I don't know how I hit that. How y'all feeling today? What's up, OG? Joshua. Let me read some of these super chats. What's up, Kiwi? What up to everybody inside of the chat? Everybody that's tapped in, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Life is good. I can't complain even a little bit. Says, is it me or is this year going by incredibly fast? It's not you. It seemed like it's going by fast. It's not you, big dog. Good morning. Tuition is this amount? Interesting. I didn't know that. Somebody says, I don't know. I think I might have to start listening to Kendrick Peekaboo. Yeah, the year is going by fast, but we got to continue to evolve. We got to continue to grow. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for holding me down. You know what's so funny? My daughter is at orientation today. So literally she's right up the street. And kids are so funny. Anyways, what's going on, y'all? New cover for the channel. Love the shirt, AD. Thank you, Kel. I told y'all there's going to be changes. Dainty. I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. It's going to be changes all around. I'll tell y'all that. It's definitely going to be changes. And it's going to be modifications everywhere, not only on this channel, but the Anton Daniels channel. And also on Room 9, on the Patreon. There's going to be a lot of changes over the next few weeks, over the next few months. So Yeah, man. This is one of the ESPN. I know y'all used to seeing me in white, but I got these in all of the colors. So that is correct, Long Way. Great guess. Got to keep them local. Let me say this for all of the fellas, all of the parents, keep them local. Keep them local. Do not let your girls, let me not say guys. If you want to save money and you want to make sure that your kid, because maybe you don't think your boy child is mature enough, you probably want to keep them local anyway. Um, but you want to keep them local when they go to college, because going off to college is for kids that are looking to be free from their parents so that they can do some wild stuff. You don't need to do all of that. You don't need to do all of that. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Come chill at the crib with daddy. Sabrina says, I went out of state and paid less than paying in state. Well, you must have got a scholarship. You must have got a scholarship. You didn't do it because out of state was cheaper. You did it because you must have had some opportunities that wasn't given to you in state. Keisha says, yes, agree, AD. I saw too much and went through a lot when I went away for college. Local was better. See, even the girls will tell you. Even the girls will tell you. And what's up, Imani? And they'll also tell you that in a lot of places where you go to college, they'll force you to stay on campus. You don't want to stay in less than ideal situations. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, we cool. We cool. You went to community college, says Gerald Sparrow. Out of state having a party. My sister and I stayed local. Last night was crazy. I thought last night was fun. I thought that last night was really, 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 really fun. I really did. It was a nice switch of pace. I actually like tackling subjects like that. I think that those subjects is better for the panel. You know what I'm saying? I think that those subjects is better in panel. For Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I think those type of subjects are better. It seemed like the whole panel was more engaged than when we just talk about regular popular culture. You know what I'm saying? Last night was an awesome show. Kick my butt. Going to bed 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and then having to do the show at earlier times and still having a lot of work to do is a lot. It's a lot. What's up, my baby? Billy Ray Valentine. Yeah, it was a dope show. I think that people really enjoyed last night. And then, yeah, throwing the call-ins at the end, I thought that was pretty good. So, man, listen, I'm always trying to figure out new things. Everybody else stay the same. I seen Stephen A. announced the new show. Let's talk about it. Let me see something. Let me see. Stephen A. Smith. Let's see. Live videos. Stephen A. Smith. Let's see. New show. Has anybody seen the Stephen A. Smith's new show announcement? Let me see. I'm going to see if I can get the full clip. I don't want to just get half of the clip. Video. trying to give me a second. All right, here it is. Let me share it with you guys. Um,
I'm not planning on being on too much because I want the ladies to have who is my right hand. Let me see. Show y'all this little clip here. Remember, company and my media company, Straight Shooter Media, and
Stephen A. want to be like
that
Tom
he is
Dog?
a professional instigator. I'm just saying. Let me move on to a different subject. Involving, a proud announcement that I actually have to make, believe it or not. And that is involving a new show that I've developed under the umbrella Straight Shooter Media that I wanted y'all to know about. It's called The Culture Table. I wanted, so many times I take a position and stuff like that. And, there's a whole bunch of people that feel like, it's the male perspective, but not every male thinks that way. It's not enough of a female perspective. Stephen A., where's the heightened level of sensitivity to the ladies, blah, 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 blah. I was raised by 5 black women, 4 older sisters, and the greatest mother a man could ever hope to have. God rest her soul, my mother, Janet Smith. And contrary to narratives that have tried to be created out there, I happen to believe there is nothing more marvelous than black women. I was raised by them. Of the 15 nieces and nephews that I have.
Is my audio right? Just want to make sure my audio is
nephews
good.
And great nephews and great nieces combined is about 15, 16 of them. Only 3 are boys, men. Other 13 are girls. Got 2 daughters. 90% of my relatives are females. In other words, women have been running my life since I was born. I am very, very accustomed.
Audio
and very,
is
very comfortable.
Is the audio good?
With strong black women who are knowledgeable, smart, articulate, unafraid to speak their mind, and who also happen to be beautiful. And so I decided to put forth a show that was going to feature a few of these.
What's up, Paige? Thank you, baby.
But with a twist. And that twist is my man Kevin Frazier hosting that show from Entertainment Tonight. He's been my boy for over 30 years. He's a part owner of my production company and my media company, Straight Shooter Media. And I know that he is a professional instigator. You want to talk about somebody that knows how to start some shit, that's Kevin Frazier. There's few that's better. You understand what I'm saying? And does it with a smile on his face and is unassuming and unalarmed. It's Kevin Frazier. And just to give y'all a taste of what the show is like, you understand? I wanted to show y'all this little clip here. Remember, to watch it, just head over to Straight Shooter Media, YouTube. Check out the very first episode of The Culture Table that was posted last night. And to like and subscribe and become a part of that discussion. You know how to do that. Just click the bell there and do that. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. I just wanted to play this little clip for you so you can see what I'm talking about.
I think there are several reasons why women in the
Promise to God, I thought that was Candace Owens at first.
40.
Promise to God, I thought that this was Candace Owens at first. Am I the only person that thought that this was Candace Owens when I first seen it? I may be alone. You thought too? You did too? You did too? You did too? She pretty. She pretty. I honest, like just at first glance, I'm like, oh, he got Candace Owens. So everybody is on the same boat as me. We all thought that this was Candace Owens. Like on first thought, first object, I'm like, oh, that's Candace. But she is cute.
Your old range are
She got a little bit more meat on her bones than Candace. That's for sure.
experiencing loneliness. But I'll tackle one of them. And I think it's because, speaking from my community, Black women, we run shit. We run shit, right? And that can be.
So is he's the person, this is the guy right
Speaking
here?
from my community, Black women, we run shit.
So that's the guy right here. Is this Kevin Frazier?
We run shit, right? And
I'm just observing, just watching, looking to see what it is that we got going on over here.
that can be incredibly intimidating.
Why you gotta do?
We're the
Why do you
most
gotta go to
educated,
the?
we
We're
are
intimidated.
businesses.
Y'all are too
That is a
intimidated to be with
thing.
us. That is come on.
And yes, that is a thing.
Go ahead.
Let me look at these other black. I like the women. They look cute. You got Redbone over here. That's what we used to call them back in the 90s. In the 90s, we used to call them Redbones. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got, man, we might be a little too woke for that now. But back in the day, 90s, early 2000s, oh, you got your Redbone. Okay. All right. I'll see you. And then you got you a chocolate. You know what I'm saying? You keep your chocolate, you put your Redbone, and you do all of that. Let me tell you what the difficulty is as a veteran in this part of the game. Let me tell you what the difficulty is of these type of shows, right? Because I see what the play is, and I see that Stephen A is trying to diversify beyond himself, which is good, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee success. So let me give a few pointers to the people and let y'all know what some of the difficulties are of the show itself. All right. As a resident bag chaser and a person who I personally believe have the prettiest women, and I have for a long time. I've had the prettiest women on camera, on panels, undisputed the prettiest women that's on the panels. And then in addition to that, I've been running these shows and trying to figure this game out for a long time. And I figured a few things out. All right. The first thing that I figured out is you have to be able to have women that are willing to suffer. You're missing it. If you don't have women that are, because as these conversations take place, the one thing that you're going to start to see as a lot of people start to do reaction videos, they're going to start to do and have conversations, and they're going to say, oh, they're going to have to take sides. And the only way that you can be successful in this game is if you have villains. And if you don't have villains, meaning that it doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're right, but it means that they're willing to take a position and they're willing to deal with the fallout of what people say about them negatively. If you don't have women that are both beautiful and articulate and are willing to suffer, then you are going to fail. And I will tell you that the girls that I have around me are thick-skinned. They do not bend, break, fold. They don't care about no comments. They ain't tripping about what you're talking about. They don't give no care to, and let me tell y'all also something that goes along with that also, is that every woman and everybody is gonna say, oh, I don't care. They can say what they want to say about me. But when that heat come, because see, it's all cute and fun. It's when they first see you and they think you cute. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, you so fine, all of this stuff. But when that heat come, they'll switch on you in 5 seconds. They'll change up on you, do the reverse and back up over you, and then you'll be in your feelings reading the comments. You can't stop reading the comments. I'm telling you, women cannot stop reading comments. Guys can't stop reading comments. Women, no matter how much you tell them, sometimes they can't stop looking at what other people are saying about them, and they figure it out. So what my girls have done is that they've developed incredibly thick skin, and they don't even trip about it. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, that my girls are tougher than most guys when it comes to taking all of the heat, people saying stuff about them, putting them on cover photos, all of that type of stuff. My girls are tougher than guys when it comes to taking that heat. Still stay pretty, still say what they want to say, still tough, still gonna communicate how they gonna communicate. Facts, Molly is real. Molly done been through it, been through the fire, and she still be up there saying exactly what she want to say. She ain't worried about nothing that y'all talking about. She don't even read the comments. She don't even read the chat. She don't care nothing about what the chat is saying, why they saying it, unless it's a super chat that's giving some feedback. And even then, she be like, let the chat do what the chat do. She say, let the chat do what the chat do. She don't even trip about it. She ain't even tripping about it at all. Not even a little bit. So that's the first thing is getting women to be able to stay focused, not crash out. There have been other women in the past that are not so thick-skinned. Obviously, we seen how that played out. They can't, they thought that they was ready for the heat, but when the heat turned all the way up to boil, you know what I'm saying? The play was, all right, we're going to play up. We're going to play this up. We're going to continue to run it up. All of this other stuff or whatever. And when people start creating narratives, and it doesn't matter if it was true or not, because it wasn't true. But when the narrative came, it was like, oh, wait a minute. I thought that I wanted to be famous. I thought I wanted visibility. I thought, because I'm like, okay, well, we got the spotlight, time to capitalize, right? This is what we was asking for. This is what we played up for. This is what we've been doing for a long time. And when that heat was turned up, it was like, wait a minute, hold on for a second. Give me a second for a second. I tried to coach him through it, and I was like, listen, this is how you play this. This is what we do. All visibility is good visibility. We got to leverage it in order. This is the perfect time to get you off. We got the algorithm. We own the algorithm. The algorithm is ours for the next 3 to 4 months. This is what's up. This is what we do. This is what we asked for. You ready? We're going to fire a couple shots back in here. We're gonna play it like this. We're going to do this. We're going to stay focused, and we're going to run up a crazy bag. Time to run it up. And, life was lifing. And it was like, somebody said, this is why people are saying, do you think I care what people are saying? I do almost 100 million views a month. Why would I listen to what other people are saying? And I'm the person that's at the top of the totem pole. I'm top dog. What are you talking about? Why would I listen to people that can't even get that can't even draw more than 100 people when I'm not the subject? That's like trying to tell Mark Zuckerberg how he should be running social media platforms. Do you not realize who you talking to? I just crossed over 1 billion on one channel. 1 billion views. A B with a B, not an M, with a B. I do over 5 million views a day. A day. If this was the dope game, I'm El Chapo. So I'm pretty sure that of all people, I'm the person that you should be getting coached by, not the person that should be taking advice right now when it comes to certain subjects. Other things you might know a little bit more about than me. This one, no, I'll show you. Real-time stats. See that? Real time, last 48 hours. 5.4 million views in the last 48 hours on one channel. I'm good. I think I got it figured out. Okay? Okay, Pumpkin? Consistency. Not up, not down. Just consistency. All right. Okay, Pumpkin. So let me cook. You sit down for a minute. Maybe you should join the Patreon so that you can understand how to get this money. And let Tom Dog from AntonDaniels.com break you off something. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Now, like I was saying, you have to have people. You have to have people that have thick skin. If they don't have thick skin, you need to put them through the fire and put them through the test, because everybody gonna tell you that they got thick skin. Everybody not built like that. All right. You already seen me show the billion views. I don't need to say it again. They know, you know what's up. AD stands for not Anton Daniels, Algorithm Daniels. The second thing is that I think he needs more of a mix, because if you only gonna put one guy up there and you think that guy is gonna be able to start the mess and get it popping and all of that type of stuff, I think that's gonna be a difficult feat. It's a difficult feat. It's a difficult task to handle. For one guy to be able to create organic, and when I say organic conversation, not manufactured conversation, organic conversation. It's very difficult for one guy to organically create a show that people really love and people want to watch. And it's beyond just having one thing go viral or something like that. Something that you can consistently keep an audience for. He said that he got a whole nother channel. Let me see something. Let me see. Straight. What did he say it was called? Straight Shooter Media. Is this it right here? With 133 subscribers. It's the first episode right here. They got a second episode right there.
Did he intend to die?
Explain what are the legal things that could happen to McKay.
Time.
About yes.
Yeah.
Not even about it could just be dead. To be frank.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be very, 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 very difficult for him to build. If it was me, look at me, I'm out here giving coaching advice. If it was me, the first thing that I would do is I would change the name of the channel from Stephen A. Straight Shooter Media to just a regular name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to make it something media. Something media is the name of your company. And I would do it as a channel. I would make it its own brand, its own entity. Millionaire Morning Show is different from Room 9. Room 9 is its own entity. The Millionaire Morning Show is its own entity. Anton Daniels is its own entity. Anton Daniels lends himself to these platforms in order to continue to build them so that they can create an audience. And that's what you would want to do. CNN is its own entity. ESPN is its own entity. MS Now is its own entity. Fox News is its own entity. Tucker Carlson is his own person. Sean Hannity is his own person. Stephen A. Smith is his own person. You know what I'm saying? So when you're creating these platforms and you're creating these entities, don't make it a media company. You know what I'm saying? Make it a brand and then let that brand stand on its own. All right. The third thing that I've always done, and you've seen me do this, is I leverage my platform and my visibility to do the pilot or be the pilot for stuff that works and stuff that don't work before I create its own brand and its own entity as a result of it. Fight Club, which I see somebody is trying to leapfrog off of that. Good luck to you. Fight Club started on the Anton Daniels channel. Millionaire Morning Show, which now has almost 500,000 subscribers, started off on the Anton Daniels channel as After Hours. Then it turned into the Millionaire Morning Show, and I created its own brand because people responded to it positively. After Hours was something that they responded to positively, so I kept the name in the fold, and then I wind up creating a whole new channel that was Fight Club that then turned into After Hours, that then turned into Room 9, and then After Hours is its own show. You know what I'm saying? So I test the concepts by using my visibility, and then I then leapfrog that off of and then create its own brand based off of how people respond to it. So I've always used the Anton Daniels channel as the test mule, as the test case to see what's going on. The Q show was always on the Anton Daniels channel. Eventually, once we started After Hours and then we changed it to Room 9, I offshoot that over to Relationship Wednesday. So now that is transformed, and now we segmenting it into creating these platforms. Now we was able to build that platform to over 100,000 subscribers, and now we're testing out other concepts. You know, we did the movie thing. We seen how that worked, and I can test that without any kind of repercussions because it doesn't affect us because it's on a day that people don't usually look for us to live stream, right? I test that. I've tested other concepts. Remember Wednesdays that I used to do on the Anton Daniels channel? Well, guess what? When it was just me and I was talking, I was spitting that game to y'all, well, that comes back. But it's coming back because I tested it. It was successful. That was the show where the other guys, you know, they were mad at me because I didn't call them because they had got sick. And I'm like, oh, I thought you had a wife. You can have her, you know what I'm saying? Tend to your needs. Anyways, so a lot of people that's been telling me, man, I missed that. Man, I remember that. People been sending me same clips of that. Well, that's coming back, but it's coming specifically to the Room 9 channel because I'm segmenting it. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that in order for this to be successful, right, it has to be able to be tested and then stand on its own, but we have to do it the right way. See? Bring those solo Wednesday shows back. And so ultimately my goal, now you see that the Millionaire Morning Show is rebranded differently. Because I'm learning. And as I learn, and as I continue to evolve and bring more people on and hire more people and all of this stuff, it's a new show where Molly and them is going to be in the field. You know what I'm saying? And they've been telling me, Anton, this is what we want to do. Anton, this is what we want to do. Anton, we think this is going to be okay, cool. I told them to put it together, come back to me, tell me what they want to do, tell me how we need to do this, what makes the most sense, and I'm going to put my expertise in it. I'm going to coach them through it, and then I'm going to put them out there in the field, and I'm going to see how I go, and we're going to test it out. You know what I'm saying? Some ideas I wind up scrapping because it didn't make sense. When you're good at what you do and you're willing to take risks, and it doesn't mean that everything is going to be successful. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be great. But when you're willing to take risks, and remember, a lot of these shows that you see coming up and stuff like that, and historically, those have been a lot, like they put millions of dollars behind these shows. These networks, when they start these shows, when they create a new concept, when they launch it on CBS, when they launch it on ABC, when they launch it on ESPN, when they launch these other shows, they put money behind those shows in order to see if they pop. The WNBA is nothing more than a concept to where they have to spend the money in order to reduce the amount of money that they pay in taxes from the NBA. And so they test run it in order to see if they can build it up and then ultimately get, enough advertising dollars, enough motion for it to ultimately be its own entity. ABJ, they coming back, big dog. They may not be on Wednesday. They may be on Monday or something like that, but it's coming back. So they launched this stuff, and the networks have historically been willing to take risks because they have other things to carry it already. The Anton Daniels channel already, generated a significant amount of revenue. The Millionaire Morning Show already generated a significant amount of revenue. The Room 9 channel, it doesn't, I don't make money from it, but I'm willing to put money into it and then also split the revenue with the people that's on the platform because it's been proven to be able to stand on its own and generate enough revenue to where, you know what I'm saying, it could be its own entity. And historically, you've had a lot of these networks been willing to put millions of dollars because they already have successful shows, so they're willing to try other stuff out. Nowadays, what's happening and what a lot of these people that's in the game is trying to do is they're trying to create their own media company. There hasn't really been anybody able to do it so far. This is honestly, and what y'all don't realize is that what I'm doing, what Stephen A. Smith is trying to do, what a couple other people that I'm not going to name is trying to do, is they're trying to do something that's never been done before from an independent level, meaning that, and some people are actually trying to do it this way. What's happening is these larger companies are moving like the record labels. Record labels nowadays are not trying to A&R and build something from scratch. They're looking to find somebody that already got a hit, find somebody that already got motion, find somebody that got a decent following, a decent Instagram following, find somebody that go viral. Glorilla is a perfect example of that. Glorilla came out with a song. Everybody started talking about it. Then there was a bidding war. Yo Gotti went and got it, and he's backed by a major label, right? And so the record companies move differently, and they're trying to figure out how to find a hit artist without actually having to invest a lot of money into it. And it's the same thing when it comes to these media companies. Media is the future, and a lot of people don't realize it. So what the media companies are doing is they're leaning into finding out what the content creators are talking about. And that's why you see a lot of these companies, the iHeartMedias, the Netflix, they're buying platforms from people that's looking to get a quick dollar or just become an employee, and then let them bring in all of their people to help produce a concept that's already been proven out. But they also have the ability to go to find the marketers, the advertising dollars, and all of that type of stuff, right? And so now people are trying to create media companies that ultimately sell, or they can get some kind of deal with a larger company. I'm thinking way different than that. I'm thinking 10, 20 years down the line. And so I don't care as much about taking the early money as I care about building up the platforms and building up the loyalty with the people. And now you see what's happening with the movie industry, right? With the movie industry, the people that has created the platforms are able to leverage their audience to then get this motion popping off. And that's why you see Backrooms popping. That's why you see Obsession popping. People don't care about Disney no more. They don't care about these platforms. Even when it comes to ESPN, I would venture to say that Pat McAfee is the one that got all of the motion, because Pat McAfee had already built up his platform and his audience before ESPN came in and said, hey, listen, can you join in on what we got going on? We like to give you a bag to come over here to ESPN. So what a lot of people are doing is those that got money, those that got some kind of motion, they're trying to build up other platforms in a lot of ways to ultimately license out or sell to somebody else. I don't believe in selling. I don't believe in selling my houses. I don't believe in selling my real estate. I don't believe in selling none of that stuff. So my vision for what I'm going to build is much different than what the vision is for a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being controlled. I don't like being told what to do. So when it comes to licensing, that may be an option in the future. When it comes to licensing, maybe. But when it comes to ownership, I believe in independence. So I see what Stephen A. is trying to do. I think that he needs to, if I'm Stephen A., this would have launched under his Straight Shooter channel. And then I would have built it up. I would have built a consistent audience. And then if the concept made sense, then it would become its own offshoot. What up, Dainty? You'll see. You'll see. I'm watching closely everything. And I will tell y'all that I have been hit up by what can I say? Me and several other platforms. Somebody reached out to me and it was a relatively large, several relatively larger YouTubers. And they tried to recruit me and they said, listen, we got these billionaire backers that are trying to create this new company and they're looking to have a segment of a few different shows. And me, you, this person, you know what I'm saying? And all of them have motion already, are trying to put this thing together and they would like for you to be a part of it. And I said, okay, well, you know, send it over to me. Let me see what's happening. They put me in a group chat. You know, billionaires in there and all of this other type of stuff. It's crazy. Let me see if I can show y'all a quick part of it. Give me a second. I don't think I could show it as much. I'm going to show a piece of it. I'm going to cut it out because I don't want to have no names. You know me, I don't lie. I'm going to keep it 100 with you 100% of the time. Connecting you with Anton Daniels. I had a brief convo with Anton today, explaining to him what we're trying to accomplish. Anton is interested in hearing us out. Beyond that, I think Anton will benefit from and then I just cut it off from there. All right. So I just leave it at that. Never any names, never any more, all of that, whatever, so on and so forth. And it's a big deal. Like they throwing crazy numbers out. They throwing crazy numbers out there or whatever, so on and so forth. And so, you know, all of that type of stuff. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm slow motion. I'm not tripping. I ain't even blinking. You crazy, Ace. You crazy. I ain't even blinking. And you know why you can afford to not blink? Because I'm not desperate. Thank you, Amani. I'm not desperate. I'm cool. I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in my work ethic. I know what we got going on over here. I know we got a gym. I know we got it. I know we got a gym. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. So anyway, somebody said don't pull a Schroeder. Y'all don't understand, bro. It's not just about the money. It's more than the money. It's more than the money. It's not just about the money. That's what people don't get. Y'all, man, do y'all know that money blinds you? And it's not that money isn't good, but all money ain't good money. Money, sometimes that, don't y'all know that that's how the record labels got people? The record label said, man, we'll give you all this money. All you got to do is sign over this, sign over that. Let us control this, make this deal. We have ultimate say so on when and when you can't release an album. This is the recoup, this is the injury. Like, man, don't you know that that's how record labels been finessing us for years? It's the same thing that I told Gilbert. I told Gil, I said, bro, man, listen, bro. Hold on, wait a second. When you control yourself and you're not tripping over money, man. I'm in a really great position. I'm already rich. I already do 50 to 100 million views a month on one channel. I'm not tripping. We already bad chasing. I already got, let me see how many Patreon members I got. I don't need these niggas. I'm sorry, my bad. It's Friday. I shouldn't have said the N-word. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need these people. I don't need nothing. So when you come to me, you're going to have to come to me with a different type of mentality, with a different type of mindset, with a different type of offer. Because I don't need them. It's different when you in control. The only people that's doing numbers on Patreon the way that we doing numbers is Joe Budden. The only person that can talk to me about Patreon numbers is Joe. Other than Joe, they can't talk to me. I'm listening. I want to hear the offers. I want to hear what people got to say. That's always going to be the smart thing to do. I don't need nobody. I don't need a company. I don't need none of that. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. The only thing that give me pause is that I got so much motion and I got so much power that I have so much of an ability in order to generate revenue, I think that scares people. I think it scares that I don't have to run to Atlanta, that I don't have to run to LA, that I don't have to run to New York, that I don't need a deal, that I'm not tripping off a sponsorship. That scares people. It scares people. I think it scares people to the point to where, because I'm talking too much, because I talk that talk. And so honestly, sometimes I'll be thinking to myself, man, I wonder how they're going to try to get me. I wonder how they're going to try to do me dirty. I wonder how they're going to try to, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if they would ever try to kill me or something like that. And then I have to remember sometimes. And then I have to, I remember sometimes, oh yeah, I'm governed by God. I'm not governed by man. I'm not tripping off of these people. So I'm cool. I'm chilling. But I think it's a way that you go about building platforms. A lot of rappers, a lot of people are looking to get in quick and sell and try to make a bag and get out. So that's really what's happening out here in these streets. I'd rather be in control. Nobody can't fire me. They can come after you, but they can't fire me. Nobody can take my job. Nobody can fire me. Nobody can tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude in here that's so dumb. He's been in here for years, but yet he won't ever stop watching. He don't even realize that we don't care about live streaming. The live streams ain't even where the money at. But because you don't understand how the money works, because you're not a bag chaser, and because you've never understood it, good job, Caleb Hammer. I think that's awesome. I know they secretly love me. I know they in the fold. I know. Shout out to you though, big dog. Notice how I haven't banned you either. I just be chilling. I don't even care about live streaming. Live streaming is an opportunity for me to kind of talk to the people. Well, it's more than that, but I'm not gonna say it because it is what it is. But good luck to Stephen A. Smith. I hope that he does really, really well, and I hope that everything works out for him. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let me give some acknowledgement to the people that actually support the platform and hold me down. I want to say shout out to my dog, Mike, that dude. He says, can't stop thanking you for the value, AD. That's why I support every single day. Yeah. Dang, Imani, they already trying to get at you, baby girl. Imani, what you doing to these people? Imani, they already trying to get at you inside of the chat. Y'all some snipers up in here. Y'all some snipers up in here. Y'all some snipers. Dang. Let her get her feet wet. Let her chill. She just started, you know what I'm saying, watching and chilling. And she just started, well, she been here, but she just now started to chat a little bit more, get a little bit active. You know what I'm saying? God. Trying to do her like y'all did Molly. AD, who catalog you got? Denzel or Fishburne? Probably Denzel because he has more starring roles. AD, how often you put aside time just for you and your lady? No work, no grind, just quality couple time. Does she ask you for exclusive time? I'm trying to pick and choose the stuff that I want to share about my personal life. I don't know, when the spirit hit me. What up, Spacer? Spacer says, new Millionaire Morning Show logo was fire, upgrades all around. I like it. Shout out to you, big dog. Appreciate you. Coach Chris says, planning a vacation, what's the best beach to go to? Any beach is the best beach to go to. Any beach that I think all of them is dope. Listen, my rule of thumb is the party is wherever I go, wherever I take it. The party is wherever I go, wherever I take it. I'm going to have a good time no matter where I go. It don't matter what beach I go to, don't matter what city I'm going to hit. Large, small, big, tall. It's always going to be fun no matter where I go. Joshua says, your thoughts on the SpaceX IPO. I talked about it inside of the Patreon. I think it's overvalued. I think it's overvalued significantly. But if you want to know my reasons why, I did a live stream on it in the Patreon. It's pinned to the top. And I told you what you should buy instead also. Chris Cunningham says, last night was fun. Got to see the Queen in real time. Got to play cool, nonchalant. Shout out to Chris Cunningham. I appreciate you. Slan Sells Cars says, good morning. Last night's show brought the energy. Bringing folks up was a great touch. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I don't know what the concept is going to be tonight, though. I got to work on that. Jezebel Spirits is strong in this one, says Melvin Johnson. What up, Mel? Eli Saul, shout out to Eli Saul, says, I'm originally from Boston, now living in Central Florida. Boston and surrounding area is crazy expensive. Maura Healy and Michelle Wu destroying the state with high taxes and fraud. I'm going to come back to that. Dark City ENT says, super hype for you. Cop that warehouse to expand. I was actually driving around looking at land yesterday. So I'm ready. Honestly, I think that in about a year and a half, I won't be here anymore. I won't be in this space anymore. I'm building. I want to own the land that the studio was in. And so I've been driving around the city and talking to different real estate people and trying to see what it is that I can acquire so that I can build something dope from scratch. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's going to be a compound. It's going to be a dope compound. And I think I'll be able to combine what I did at the penthouse. I think I can do both that and this there. Crazy concept. I'm a crazy guy. I just dream big. Sanquan says, I have a love-hate relationship with Molly. She definitely reminds me of my big sister. I love her authenticity. Lex is my favorite, of my overall favorite. Shout out to Lex. What up, Mel? Young Money says Sauce Walker threatening an unalive Drake. That's an old interview that he did with Act. That's not true. D Knox says AD is the chemist, Slimmy is the catalyst, and the ladies are the base. What about Q Diddy? Coach Chris says, what businesses or genres do you see a lot of people getting into that are poor business decisions in your opinion? Opening up restaurants. Everybody want to open up a restaurant, and very few people understand what it takes to open up a restaurant. Most people are going to fail. What's up, Leo girl? Says, hey, Anton, I sent you my resume. 15 years. You cute, too. You real cute. All right, when you send me that, very interested in joining the team and helping you grow. Blessings on your continued success. Send it to me again. Send it, man, I ain't even gonna cap with you, bro. Like, if you're a pretty girl, it is a stronger possibility that you're gonna get my ear. Even when it comes to business. You sent it over yesterday? I bet. I can't cap. I'm so honest. I'm too honest for my own good. If you are a pretty girl, it is a stronger possibility that you are going to catch my ear I don't have no HR controlling me no more. The other person that was HR, she went and did her own thing and said she was gonna do her own platform. So now I'm unhinged. I'm unhinged. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a pretty girl and you talking about, oh man, I want to help you grow. What? You pretty and you want to help me grow? Nah, go ahead and send that resume. Send that again. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see how you can. You talking about the key to my heart is two things. All right. If you pretty, or let me revise that. Pretty and pretty and submissive, and then you tell me how you want to add value into my life. I'm gonna be like, what you want to do? Oh no, I want to help you make some money. I want to help you grow. I want to see how I can add value to the team. Shit. Yeah, you're right. Let me hear you out. You know what I'm saying? Come hit me up. I do respond to emails. Send me an email, Trini. Send me an email right now. And DM me at the same time. Send me an email and DM me at the same time. And I promise you, I'm going to focus. Like right now. Just send one and say, hey. And I'm going to focus. Promise you. Talking about, what you mean? I know you ain't sent me one because I'd have seen your teeth. Pretty teeth. They ain't jealous. They ain't tripping. They ain't doing none of that. K Travel says, I'm a 39-year-old businessman living in Geneva. Moving back to the States. I follow you a lot and your message speaks volumes to educated men as myself. How can I send you an email? You can email me. Hey, listen, look at how my demeanor, my disposition changed a little bit. Yeah, man, you can send me an email at Anton Daniels 413 at No, to be serious, send me an email, man. Anton Daniels 413 at gmail.com. You know, my enthusiasm is not as cool because I don't see no pretty teeth or no woman in that platform, but it's cool. We cool. Just send it to me, cuz, and we gonna figure that out. Real Life PJ says last night's show was hilarious. Y'all said discrimination. Oh man. It ain't even me. Quentin do the same. Quentin, I told Quentin, I said, Quentin, we need to be looking and vetting through different people to try to see if they can come up on the platform and stuff. And Quentin talking about, oh no, they don't even got no breasts. Oh man. Oh my gosh. I don't know. If you a guy and you like, y'all got to do more. Like y'all gotta, because the women know, the women smart, they update their profile picture, they teeth be white and pretty and stuff like that. Y'all don't even be trying. Y'all just be like, oh, I want to send a photo. What? I want to send a resume. What? Shout out to Real Life PJ. Last night's show was hilarious. Love the changes to the show. Unc, love to see you winning. Shout out to you. George Let's Go says, dang, AD, you playing real life Monopoly. I'm trying, bro. A Bit of Smart says, good morning. Good morning. Young Money says, that's not true, man. He plays CC. Young Money says consciousness over punani. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Keon Bell says, ever thought of live streaming the Monaco races? I ain't never been to Monaco yet. Never been to Monaco yet. We'll figure it out. They got some new glasses that they say that you can live stream on. Help you grow is crazy, says Wyatt. Why? I'm talking about money. Manny Plays PC says, Anton email is biased. Emails from men go straight to the junk folder. That's not true. That's not true. Speaking of what's happening in the media landscape, 60 Minutes is in crazy cat crash out mode. Let me see something.
Veteran and longtime 60 Minutes correspondent Scott Pelley speaking out after he was fired over clashing with new management at the network. In a statement issued late last night, Pelley said 60 Minutes has, quote, lost its DNA when its entire senior leadership and several correspondents were recently outed. He also claimed CBS News new management instructed him to, quote, inject falsehoods and bias into a politically sensitive story, which, he says, he refused to do. Pelley was fired just a day after he accused the network's new leadership during a heated staff meeting of, quote, murdering 60 Minutes. CNN's chief media analyst, Brian Stelter, is joining us now this morning. I mean, this is almost like a clash of the titans here. He is well respected for his work, and he clearly shows no respect to those who are running 60 Minutes now. What did you learn?
And that's why this is really a crisis inside CBS News that's going to have ripple effects for quite a while. 60 Minutes usually takes a summer break, then it comes back in September. But right now, the show is missing most of its correspondents, either because they quit or they were fired. And now this network is going to be in rebuilding mode in a big way, having to figure out how to keep the program on the air. And that's going to fall to Nick Bilton, the new executive producer, who was appointed last week, creating kind of astonishment in the TV industry because of his lack of TV news experience. Bilton's a former tech reporter, a filmmaker. He was brought in by editor-in-chief Bari Weiss to shake up the show, and that's exactly what's happened. At a staff meeting on Monday that we talked about here yesterday, Pelley lit into Bilton, saying he was unqualified and saying Weiss is trying to kill 60 Minutes. Last night, Bilton sent Pelley a letter saying he was being dismissed. Here's part of the letter from Bilton. It says, "You hijacked my first meeting with staff to disparage me, my qualifications, and my intentions with remarkable incivility and contempt." Bilton said that CBS tried to broker a kind of peace deal yesterday, but that didn't work. Bilton going on saying to Pelley, quote, "You have no interest in contributing to the future success of the show or approaching my new tenure with a mind open to collaboration and progress." So Pelley terminated, and notably, the letter says he's been terminated with cause, which means his contract gets ripped up. This is probably going to cause a legal battle where Pelley might lawyer up and start to send legal threats to CBS. But overnight, Pelley did send me a statement, and he said that he stands by his comments about management. He believes management is incompetent and inexperienced. And then he said this about leaving CBS, quote, "I depart after 37 years of CBS with one emotion, a heart brimming with gratitude for the men and women who encouraged and enriched my work, very often the risk of their own lives." He said, "I pray for a day when those people and their ideals are honored again, a day when sanity, competence, and courage return." So Pelley clearly not going quietly. He believes this is about more than him. It's about the future of the most popular, most esteemed news magazine in America.
Yeah, and they're doing worse. They were doing quite well. Their ratings are up. We will have to see how this all plays out, but certainly seeing Scott Pelley go is a huge, huge blow. Thank you so much, Brian Stelter. Do appreciate all your reporting on this.
And in the last hour or so, Brian added to his reporting that Weiss, Bari Weiss, has addressed the termination of Scott Pelley on a network morning call. She said, and I quote here, "I know I speak for myself and I hope I speak for everyone here when I say that I'm only interested in working in a newsroom that is built on trust and mutual respect. We cannot do our work without it." That foundation was broken on Monday. And despite our attempts to engage with Scott Pelley and find a way back, unfortunately, we weren't able to do so. And so we had to part ways.
I'm muted. My bad. I'm trying to find out where the response to that is, right? So before I get into sharing my thoughts on whether or not they right or they wrong or anything like that, I want to also get to the other side of it.
What
and
dream?
I want to get Bari Weiss's perspective. And then I'm going to give you all my thoughts.
The most watched news program on television, 60 Minutes, has been thrown into deeper turmoil over the last 24 hours. Veteran correspondent Scott Pelley was fired by CBS News late last night. It comes just 2 days after Pelley sharply criticized management during a tense staff meeting. He confronted Nick Bilton, the new executive producer of 60 Minutes. Pelley accused CBS News editor-in-chief Bari Weiss of, quote, murdering the show 60 Minutes. NBC News obtained the termination letter sent by Bilton to Pelley on Tuesday. It says in part, "You hijacked my first meeting with staff to disparage me." Bilton goes on to say, "Your antipathy to the future of the show has come through loud and clear, and I have heard you." NBC News correspondent Erin McLaughlin joins us now in studio. She's been following all of this. I mean, this is a lot of drama for a really well-watched TV news program. Bari Weiss, who's sort of the big boss, spoke about Pelley's firing during a call with staff this morning. We understand what happened there.
Yeah, that's right. Bari Weiss in that editorial call this morning addressing this firing, essentially saying that they were trying to work it out from a management perspective, blaming Pelley, saying, quote, "I am only interested in working in a newsroom that is built on trust and mutual respect. We cannot do our work without it." That foundation was broken on Monday. And despite our attempts to engage with Scott Pelley and to find a way back, unfortunately, we weren't able to do so.
All right, so let me just give my initial thoughts of this whole situation. And some people in the chat, like, for example, Ike Comp says, agree or disagree, he stood on business and didn't back down. He should have been fired for insubordination as well. I don't have a problem with either side. Lots in the chat don't know the legend Scott Pelley, sad times. Well, I don't even take Juju serious. So unfortunately for Juju, he has been a troll for a long time. So it's difficult for me to actually respect what his opinion is, but because he hasn't been consistent in actually being a halfway decent person inside of the chat. Super Mario over here, and let me call out some of the other unfocused chat members. Says Imani, he's over here shooting this shot at Imani. Imani is over here giggling. I see what y'all doing inside of the chat. Super Mario says, Imani, what's your fanada? And not your main page. I want to see the real you. So y'all trying to make love connections inside of the chat. We're having a serious conversation about Bari Weiss and Scott Pelley. And y'all over here trying to figure out what's your Instagram, what's your all of this. Oh my, chill. Hey. So, because y'all not focused, it's okay. Because y'all don't think I'll pay attention to the chat and that I know what y'all be having going on. Nope, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to what's going on. I should create a new love show. Oh, man. But now that we've gotten some act right and we can get back to the show, continue to shoot y'all shot inside of the chat. Just don't be surprised if I decide that I wanted to highlight what you're talking about. Okay? Y'all said romance is in the air. Is boxolitis happening? Okay, I got y'all. Well, but anyways, here's my point with this situation, right? On one hand, you got Scott, who's accomplished, accredited. They say that they didn't just fire him, they fired several different people. That is running the whole 60-minute situation, right? And you got Scott, who is really great at what he does. They say that he's been doing a great justice to 60 minutes, that the numbers is up and all of that, right? But here's the question. I mean, here's the conversation. And this is the part that people are missing because y'all so focus on whether he's good and he stood his ground and if he should be fired or not. And let me tell you something. And this is what I've learned as a person that has worked my own companies and worked for other people. And I believe that I was the best, most talented person on the team. You not above a program, when you have a boss and you work for a company. And contrary to popular belief, even when you're independent, you still got a boss. You want to know why? You want to know how? I can't come on YouTube's platform, break their rules as far as their code of conduct or whatever rules that they have for what they want. I can't come on this mug and say, but I do numbers, even though I'm over here busting chicks down on camera like it's an OnlyFans. Guess what? You still got to play by the rules. You may have a whole lot more freedom when you're independent to do what you want to do, but it doesn't mean that you're excused from consequences. And for some reason, what y'all don't understand is that no matter how talented you are, if you are not a cultural fit, if you do not do what I tell you to do, we don't care about your journalistic integrity. You have a job. You are not the boss of your own platform. Just is what it is. I had some incredible ideas. We did some user testing. We went out into the streets. We did some user testing within. We did some A/B testing. We had got some feedback from people even within a company. We shopped it. We got the support. We pitched it. Everybody said, oh my God, this is beautiful. This is intelligent. This is awesome. And then the bean counters came in, and this is when I was in corporate America, and the bean counters came in and said, well, how much is this going to take? And what is this going to take to do? And I said, oh, okay, well, it's going to do this and do this, but it's going to have a way bigger return on value. And guess what? The decision maker didn't see it. They didn't see it the same way. They said, well, listen, why don't we take elements of this and elements of that, and we're going to apply it to the old thing that we got going on, and we're going to keep it popping. Now, this happens 2 different times, right? 2 different times. The first time I was like, oh, no, man, listen, I'm a visionary. I'm the greatest. I know what I'm talking about. I know how to reach people. I understand what people want, X, Y, and Z. And they said, okay, yeah. Bad Anton. Bad Anton. No raise, no bonus for you. And I was sitting at the crib like, what just happened? I'm the most talented mother effer in here. I'm the most talented. I was on my Kanye. Y'all know how great I am? And my boss sat me down and he was like, yo, Anton, you attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar, baby boy. And I said, He said, man, let me tell you something. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You're not bigger than the program. And I appreciated him instead of me getting in my feelings and saying, oh my God, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. I said, He said, you want to get to the bag? You want people to listen to you? You want people to take your ideas serious? This is how you got to play it. Gave me that book. Said, think about it for a second. He said, you're going to take, and he told me, he said, you're going to take this one or two ways. Either you're going to receive it and be great and successful because you got all of the talent, or you're going to reject it and you're going to still be in the same spot talking about how great you should have been and what opportunities should have been afforded for you. Second time that it happened, I did the same thing, A/B testing, whatever, so on and so forth. Man, they came back and the bean counters came down and they said, but listen, I don't know if we got the budget for this. This is not what the shareholders want right now or whatever. I said, okay. I said, no, I understand completely. How is it that I can add value? So what do you think that I should do in order to be able to be a more successful team member? And should I do it differently? And they said, you know what? Let me talk to somebody for a second. Give me a second. Gave me my own team, gave me my own platform, allowed for me to be able to build out my own squad, and we was able to do some successful things. And then they wind up actually selling that portion of the business. Ironically, sold it to New York Community Bank, sold that portion of the business, and it wound up being incredibly successful. I made a crazy bag as a result of it. So it's your attitude. For whatever reason, y'all don't understand that nobody is above the platform. You're not bigger than the platform. You're not. Very few people is bigger than the program. Very few people. And so as talented that he is, as awesome as Scott was, guess what? Nobody cares. They will forget about you. 3-4 months from now, they're going to be running 60-minute segments. People going to complain on the first and 2 episodes, and then they're going to get used to it, and they're going to say, well, yeah, I wish Scott was still here. They're going to sell the company. They're going to sell it to a bigger conglomerate. It's going to be a multi-billion-dollar deal. Everybody at the top going to get some money. Everybody that played their role going to get some money, and you're going to still be sitting there talking about how awesome you was. And they're going to say, well, if you're that awesome, then go and do it yourself. Go and make another Hove. And some people will be that awesome to be able to do it, and they got the work ethic to do it. Tucker Carlson is one of them, right? Candace Owens was one of them when it came to the Daily Wire, when it came to Fox News. They went off and they were successful, but it's a whole lot of y'all. Tiffany Cross, Joy Reid. They say, you ain't no anchor, Joy Reid. It's a bunch of other people that they was like, okay, well, do it yourself. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try. I don't need y'all. And they wasn't as sweet as they thought they was. You was just a part of the program. Just a part of the program. Just the facts. So we can get into it about how we feel about the show itself, or we can start talking reality about, are you big? Here's the question that you have to ask yourself when you take these stands, because it's not even about journalistic integrity or any of that type of stuff. The question is this: are you bigger than the program? There's a couple people here and there that's bigger than the program. It's a couple people bigger than Don Lemon. I don't even like Don Lemon. I can't stand Don Lemon. I think that he's bad for the culture. But when it objectively comes to him being bigger than the program and whether or not he got motion, and if he can work his way through it, and if he can be successful, he proved that he is bigger than the program. I'm able to remove my bias against his life decisions to be able to evaluate if he's actually bigger than the program. He was bigger than the program. It's just the facts. It just was what it was. Some people was bigger than the program. Sometimes the program is too big for you to be able to overcome. He was better by himself than he was within the program. Some people built like that. Candace was bigger than the Daily Wire. And when she left, I was like, I'm not really sure that the Daily Wire is bigger than Candace Owens. Somebody says, so F integrity as a reporter and be biased. No, I'm telling you to learn how to play the game more effectively in order to get your stuff off, or don't play the game in their facility. you go off and do your own thing. It kind of reminds me of people that work for a company or a restaurant or whatever, and they say, you know, I don't like what y'all doing, and I'm gonna do this. And they say, all right, well then go and do your own thing. Sometimes they're able to do it, and sometimes they're not. You can't tell nobody what to do with their business if you're not the person that owns the business, is my point. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all get, especially black men, y'all get so in y'all emotions and y'all feelings about what you think. It ain't about what you think. It's about what you can produce. And if you that good, then you'll be able to make your mark. If you not, then you can just take your journalistic integrity and suck some balls with it. I don't care what you do with it. You ain't bigger than the program. Hello? Hello? Yo, what's going on? Yeah, I'm on a live stream right now. No worries. All right, bet. All right, bye. Some people can leave and they be like, you know what, I'm awesome. And some people can't. Some people need to be within the hierarchy. Some people need to be within the structure. Obviously, we're going to find out with Scott and we're going to see what he made of.
In response to that call, the transcript of the call having leaked, Pelley hitting back, essentially blaming Bari Weiss, saying that it was very clear from a private closed-door meeting that he had with executives yesterday that he was being fired, saying that Weiss, as well as the CBS News president, were openly hostile to him.
Scott Pelley's also saying some things, alleging some things happened in his work at 60 Minutes. And I'm also curious what's happening with the staff of this program right now.
Yeah, as news broke of Pelley's firing, he issued a statement calling out management, some of its practices when it comes to the storied news program, saying incompetence and unprofessionalism in the new management have wreaked havoc. In a case involving one of my stories, the entire program came within 19 minutes of not getting on the air at all. The leadership of 60 Minutes is no longer recognizable. The principles I hold dear are gone, and so I must leave as well. Also adding, management instructed to, quote, inject falsehoods and bias into a politically sensitive story. Similar allegations that were levied against CBS News management by Cecilia Vega and Sharon Alfonsi. Those two correspondents were fired last week. In response to their allegations, CBS News denied those assertions of editorial interference.
Let me say something. Let me also throw this caveat in there also. Sometimes the company is wrong. Sometimes they're not right about having the right mix or what people want or anytime. Sometimes management is dead wrong on what's best for the company. And you still fired. You're still fired. Sometimes management is dead wrong and you are that great and you still fired. Now what you gonna do? See, and this is what I'm saying. This is not about right or wrong. It's about, do you understand the game? Do you understand how to play the game effectively, and do you want to still play the game? If you don't want to play the game, then you're going to speak out, and then you're going to take your pink slip with you. If you do understand the game, then you're going to do it. You're going to play ball, and you're going to play within the parameters and try to make a breakout. I always like to relate it back to relationships. Everything comes back to the same thing. It's relationships. You know what relationships are? It's people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm off. And, you know, I told somebody yesterday, I said, listen, I'm not always looking for you to tell me what it is that I'm doing wrong or give me your opinion. Sometimes I just want to talk my stuff. I said S, obviously. Sometimes I just want to vent and talk my is because what I got going on ain't got nothing to do with you, but you always want to make it about you when I'm the main character in this movie right here. So at this point, I'm not looking for your insight, right or wrong. I just want to vent right now, and I just want to be in my feelings. Now, you got a choice to make as the person that is around me at that time. Your choice is, oh, I just want to let him vent because I understand him. And I understand the value that he brings into my life. Or you could say, nah, I want to have a say-so. It's benefits and consequences to both, is what I'm saying. It's benefits and consequences to both. You can be an independent agent. You could go independent and deal with whatever the streets want to tell you. Or you can be here and deal with me venting and being in my feelings for about 3 or 4 minutes and get you a house. It's up to you. You could be one of them girls that say, oh, no, I never let a man say these type of things around me. You're misogynistic. You could be one of them. I'm not going to stop you from, making a move and busting a move. Or you can sit down and realize that this ain't even about you. This is about something that ain't got nothing to do with you. And you just so happen to be around me at the time that I'm out here venting. It's up to you. Let me know how you want to play it. It's up to you. You have choices. Janice says, house me, baby. It's up to you. You can rub my hand and say, oh, baby, it's going to be okay. Or you could give me some advice at the time that I'm not looking for advice. How you want to play it? Because I might say, you know what? It's time for you to go home. I might say, it's time for you to go home. Then you're going to be looking like a puppy, and a sad puppy, and somebody took your lunch. Or you could be quiet. It's up to you. Nobody's bigger than the program. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. It's gonna be a long ride home. Let me read some of these super chats. I'm gonna go over to Boston in a second. Eli, Leo, I got you. Leo, DM me. San Juan says, man, AD, you cap. I sent you an email like 3 months ago. I know that mother up in the spam folder. No, it's not. It's what's the word that I'm looking for? It's scheduled because I'm making sure that I go. I'm making sure that I go through the emails accordingly in order. Jay, listen, there's never an opportunity for a man to remind me of my situation. Stupid, you're married. He wrote in all caps. Because, in all caps, I mean that you yelling. That's historically. Stupid, you married. Remember? What the F is he chatting about? Why do you always want to make it about me? I'm giving you a hypothetical scenario in order for you to better understand what the distraction was between Bari, Weiss, and Scott Pelley. Gosh, y'all don't want to be entertained. Y'all don't want to have no fun. You want everything to be stupid. Thank you for telling me what I know already. I appreciate you, baby girl. They don't want to have no fun. They want everything to be stayed. They want everything to be so. Yeah. But remember, he said that. That's true. All right. Let's address the elephant in the room. That is true. I'm very, very, very much successfully married. I'm in a great situation. Life is good. Now what? You don't think they going? You know what I'm saying? Outside, you know what I'm saying? Down there in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Man, stop in Atlanta. Okay. You know what I'm saying? God gifts. They don't get it. Why is it that the women get it? Hey, God's gift. Let me ask you a question, pretty girl. Because you're a pretty girl. I like talking to pretty girls. Why is it that the girls get it? Why is it that the women get it? The women get it for whatever reason. They don't have to figure it out. You don't have to give them no clues. You don't have to try to help them to understand, hey, girl, listen, girl. Dude. You ain't got to even explain it to no women. They get it. It's always the guys that are trying to. What is it about men that don't get it? Amani, what is it? The women be like, yeah, Ton, I know what you're saying. How's me? Team players. Is it that I talk this way? They triggered? I thought the women are the ones that said that they used to be triggered. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Anyways, derailing is a part of the show on this Friday anyway. And I'm sleepy from last night. So give me some space. I'm discriminating against men with all these pretty ladies in the chat. Y'all don't even know what simping is, man. They know what's up. They not in your position to know we know. We love Rita. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Let me see. Let's go over to, well, hold on. Shout out to my dog, Sanquan. Country Boy Finesse says, what's good, AD? Sent you an email and a coaching call. I got you. I got you. I got you, big dog. Marlo Reed. What up, Marlo Reed with the 20 ball? I appreciate you, Marlo Reed. Yeah. Courtney Egger says, hey, hold on. We in the pink button down now, AD. You know, I decided that I wanted to take it to the next level. Ali says, I'm a semi-new bag chaser. Quick question. Shall I keep dollar cost averaging or get the new Cayenne to keep up with my peers? Honestly, dollar cost average. You know why, Ali? You know why, Ali? Is because when your investments start to pay for your lifestyle, then that's when you start to get the new Cayenne. The reason why you don't necessarily, because I get it. I get it. I get why this conversation is important, because when you look good, And when you carry yourself a certain way and when you present yourself a certain way, it also garners respect, it garners more business, it garners all of that, right? So I'm not oblivious to what you're trying to say, but I will also tell you that the new Cayenne is not going to be enough to be able to separate you from your peers when it comes to your success. And so dollar cost averaging combined with this, and this is the caveat. If you him in whatever car you in, as long as it's clean, they going because they know who him in the first place. The car is extra. And when you get the car, and this is the one thing that I want to tell you, when you get the car, you need to be getting it for you, not be getting it for or to keep up with other people. I'm him before I get the car. The car is because I'm him. You get it? The Cayenne is not to keep up with other people. If I wind up getting the Cayenne, it's because it just fits my lifestyle. And right now, if you asking that question, it don't fit your lifestyle. So what you need to do is focusing on dollar cost averaging, building yourself up, winning, building your businesses, so on and so forth. Because if you think that in any way, shape, or form, that the world is not going to still be waiting for you after you get yourself all the way to where you want to be, you're confused. They're going to be waiting for you even more. Get yours in whatever you got, because if you him, I'm going to tell you this. This is the difference between dudes that get it and those dudes that don't get it. It's nothing wrong with buying a dope car if your lifestyle then qualifies you to get the dope car. But here's the difference. It's people that get it to keep up with other people and they still don't have more motion than the person that don't have it. It's a dude riding around in a bucket that's focused on the long term, but his bucket clean. He got Armor All on the tires, and when he walked through the door, they know he him. Because the car don't make him, he make the car. So whatever it is that he get along the way is just gonna be dope because he in it. He what make the car dope. Versus it's other dudes that's still gonna be whatever they are when they get the car because they was trying to get it to impress other people. That's the difference. And so what's gonna happen is he's still gonna be better than the rest of them. So to answer your question, do not get it to keep up with your peers. Keep dollar cost averaging. Know that you him before you ever. It's people that'll spend $10,000 for clothes and an outfit because everybody else is wearing it. I got to get the new Chrome Heart jeans because everybody else got the Chrome Heart jeans. I promise you, it don't matter if you got Chrome Heart jeans or if you wearing Levi's. Because if you can afford the Chrome Heart jeans and you buy them because they dope and you can afford them, then that's completely different than buying them because you're trying to keep up with everybody else. People that are clout chasing, trying to keep up with everybody else, they don't know how to rock them jeans the right way the first place. You can wear your Levi's and still be better than the dude that's wearing Chrome Hearts and still get more hoes than him all day long because it's not the outfit, it's the person that's wearing the outfit. And if you just so happen to be wearing an expensive outfit because you know how to match it with whatever it is that you got going on and it's fly, then you still gonna be him regardless of whether the outfit is. You know what I'm saying? A hustler is a hustler regardless of what state he in. He always gonna get back to where it was that he is. He just going through a temporary law. It don't mean that he still ain't a hustler. You could tell a hustler is gonna be different than this person that got that little bit of money. It don't matter what you rock, but your lifestyle is adjusting according to where you at. That's the difference. There are literally people that go out and buy cars just to go and impress other people, not because they like the car. And they still gonna be them after they get the car. Because you still got to get out the car and they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga. You know what I'm saying, Ali? It's you. It's not the car. Abe says his new YouTube channel name is Principal 60. Who? Bluetooth Globe says NYC having trans ball in New York City. Oh, I seen that. I seen that. Let me check that out in a second. AR's back says my dad had a Nissan Z convertible. That was his personal dream car. He didn't expect all the unwanted attention though. Yeah, I seen that. The New York City ball. Now let me pull that up. Now, this is inside of the council chambers, just to let y'all know, okay? This is not just like on the street. This is literally in the council chambers of New York City. Look at the people in the back, y'all. Not just the dancers. Look at the people in the back. This is what I keep telling y'all, bro. This is what I keep telling y'all. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Listen, when people come on here and they be like, man, you know, I don't know why you talking like that. Actually, that's the thing that we need to be embracing as masculinity. I'm not saying nothing that anybody ain't already thinking when it comes to how it is that I look at women. We should be happy at that. We got some refining to do. We got some work to do. But guess what? We shouldn't be celebrating and helping, because y'all don't have nothing to say about this. You liberal hellhole POS, I'm still voting Democrat demons. I'm not tripping. If a dude come to me and say, Anton, you know what? I'm having problems fighting off the hoes. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get my life together. You know what? Oh, man, dog, but I'm going to get it together, big dog. I'm going to say, you know what? I feel you. I feel you. We got work to do. So we got to figure this out. You pop up like this, I'm going to say, listen, it's nothing I can do to help you, sir. Nothing that I could do to help you. They'll sit here and have a conversation about whether or not we like the women. I'm sorry, we like women. But they won't have no kind of pushback for this. They'll still be voting Democrat, still be letting drag queens teach their kids, still be sending their kids to get taught by these people, still go to the restaurant. Hello, and I have y'all. Still hanging out at brunch spots with these people that's charging you $72 for a Hennessy trifecta. Somebody said, where do you find this stuff? This is the NYC council chambers. They celebrating Pride Month. I got a bevy of different emails that came to me all yesterday about different mayors that were raising, because I don't look at June as Pride Month, but apparently all of these cities, including the city of Detroit, the mayor was raising a pride flag. People over in New York, they went extra with it. They went into the council chambers and started doing all of this type of nonsense, but we ain't got nothing to say about it. Y'all not tripping about this. Ain't no big deal. Guess what they not going to have in the black community? Because look, most of the people that I see on this video that are doing all of the sassy stuff are black men. Ain't that crazy? It's black men. Y'all are the mascots. Y'all are the poster children now of homosexuality inside of the United States of America. It's not Asian men. It's not white men. even though white men are the ones that ushered this into your lives the most, black men have and we don't want to talk about this part. Y'all have become the poster children for sass and showing your, and they sitting there bouncing with y'all, motivating y'all. We got a whole diversity, equity, and inclusion. We got a white man, looks like a Hispanic or a Latino man, a white woman, a black man, and a black woman up there doing like this to y'all, bouncing y'all butts. Go, girl. Go, girl. Inside of the council chambers. They're not talking about lowering property taxes. They're not trying to figure out how to bring more businesses inside of the city. They're not doing none of that type of stuff. They bouncing with you. Yeah, and then they want to get bad at Molly because Molly will call it out and say, listen, most of these guys is gay. And I say, yep, I agree. Then y'all get mad inside of the chat and say, oh, no, man, no, she must hate men. She ain't hating men. She addressing an issue that has been an issue inside of the communities for a long time that they've been pushing on you. And because you so easily finesse, you align yourself with an entire party that support it. You get mad at her for calling out what's easily observed instead of calling out why we promoting it. It's just the truth. It's just the fact. It's in the council chambers. Look at the flags. They got the trans flag. The pink one is the trans flag. The rainbow one is the gay flag. You don't even see the American flag. Look how hype they get. All of these are black men, by the way, just to let y'all know.
We have our face representative from the borough of Manhattan.
All of these people that they have parading inside of these offices, I just want to point this out because ain't nobody gonna talk about it. Ain't nobody gonna be real. All of the other content creators are so busy concerned about whether or not Sauce Walker is getting dissed by Drake. Meanwhile, you have men, black people, black culture. This is now a part of black culture, and it's infested. It's all in this. It's in everything now. And they all through the council chambers, and they so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see so much sass inside of these council chambers. More black. More black. It's all black. Everything in here is black. Look at the white people cheering y'all on. Look at the liberal whites. Look at all of the liberal whites in the audience. Look at all of the liberal whites in the audience rooting you on. Look at it. Y'all don't have nothing to say. No deep dives, no thoughts, no nothing. Everything is just cool. Everything is popping. Everything is just popping. Pop your butt, pop your chest, pop your cock, pop it. Hey, girl. You don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's a girl or a guy. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate what we looking at right now. Let me play it for y'all one more time, the part that they got super excited about. Look, they're in heels. They're in heels. Men with big backs, grown big back men, strong backs that have women's clothes on. And it's so, they beat us into submission to where it's so normalized. This is not even supposed to be seen weird no more. If this happened in 1978, this would be crazy. They walk in heels better than you do. They're so excited. So excited. So excited. And we don't want to have a conversation. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to do it. We don't want to talk about everything. No, listen. Are you homophobic? Are you homophobic? If you want to describe something as toxic masculinity, there it is. This is what the real toxic masculinity look like. It has never been toxic for a man to like women in whatever capacity that they like them. Oh man, listen, he love to have ladies around him. That's our nature. That's the nature of who we are as guys. Don't try to go off on me because you don't like the fact that I like women. What's wrong with you? And then you'll sit there and say, but we can't be discriminatory. We can't turn down what other people got going on. No. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you a guy in a relationship and you tell me, Anton, I don't even know. I don't look at any other woman ever. What woman that has ever been in a relationship with a man has never thought that he ever looked at another woman? That's our nature. We can't even help ourselves. We're dogs chasing cars. Like my man on Batman Returns says, we wouldn't know what to do if we caught it. We just be in traffic. Now, the best of us have learned how to temper what it is that we got going on, and we can control ourselves more effectively. We still men at the end of the day. And I would hope that this is a bipartisan agreement conversation that we having right here amongst all of the fellas and the ladies, because and it don't even mean that we doing something that we not supposed to do. We just paying attention. Damn. She fine as hell, ain't she? Anyways, y'all ready to get back to what we got going on? The part that we got to figure out is how to manage the all right, listen, it's cool, but listen, don't let that distract you from what you got going on. We got money to get. We don't focus on the women. We focus on getting to the money. We laugh about liking the women. We laugh about enjoying them and having them around. We crack up, and it's so funny to have conversations with them and stuff like that. They so good for the energy and all of this stuff. They amuse, but we're not going to let that interfere with what we got going on. Let's stay focused, fellas. Focus. So that's what we need to be having. Okay, listen, this is how we need to manage it effectively. This is how we need to do it. I ain't never going to get mad at a man, no matter what state that you in, that say, man, that's a bad chick over there though, bro. That is American culture. The dudes back in the day, they used to have Playboy magazine. They had Maxim. They had all of the things, right? They went to Hooters. Al Bundy made a whole character about it. But guess what? Al was chilling. Al talked about it, but he never got caught up because Al Bundy in reality was really, now you Darcy's husband. You Darcy's husband. That's what you want us to be like. You want us to be like Darcy's husband. You want us to clip our balls, act like we don't have no cock, act like we never seen nothing before. American culture used to be cars, women, and beer. Cars, women, and beer. We like fast things and sports. We like fast things. We like to see people doing the things that we thought that we would want to do one day when we was in high school and in middle school. We love to crash out because that's what guys do. I love you, man. I love you, man. And have a couple women around somewhere. That's American culture. That is as good as the red, white, and blue flag itself. But now this is our norm. This is what they've neutered us into being. This is what we got to deal with. You and your girl going to the fashion show to go see Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and Zaya all standing there together. Dwayne Wade got his black eye, got this mask on. Or let me see something. Hold on. Give me a second. Dwayne Wade pulled up like this. With black fingernail polish, taking a picture with his kid. Dwayne Wade pulled up like this to the Fashionista People magazine thing, and y'all cheered him on. I ain't lying. Let me pull it up for you. Where he at? What was the latest People Gala? Look at him. Dwayne Wade pulled up like this. Dwayne Wade came out like this, and y'all said, ooh. Dwayne Wade came out and said, and he opened up his shirt too. He said, he had on the, hold on. Give me a second. We're going to see this all the way through. Nah. We not gonna do this one. We're gonna see this through. D Wade said, this how D Wade pulled up, and y'all said it's cool. Don't call him, call him her. Black fingernails, the whole 9 yards, and we didn't even trip about it. We said, all right, cool. We in here. We're gonna roll with it. He's still a scoring champion. He still won an MVP finals. He still got rings. He still got 4 rings, 3 rings. He still got 3 rings. Got one with Shaq, got one with LeBron. Pulled up to the party and said, this is my daughter. And I said, oh man, what we got? What's happening? We got to listen, y'all. On the real, we got to get back to masculinity. It's okay. It's okay to like the women. It's okay to like the hoes. It's okay to roll with the people and do the right thing. It's okay. You don't have to be ashamed. You can stand up for your masculinity, and don't let nobody try to convince you that you're not a man just because you may have a little bit more masculinity than them in there and testosterone, and you like the ladies. Sorry, Billy Ray. Look at this. Look at D Wade. What happened to D Wade? Got this side of my head sweating. This side of my head, this side of my head is cool. This side of my head is sweating. All because of D Wade. All because of D Wade. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D Wade. Is this how they dress? The zesty, sassy crew? Oh man, let me get myself together. I ain't no good at all. Got one half of my head sweating. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm about to put on a black t-shirt so I can get my masculinity back. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my masculinity back, bro. The fuck is going on in these streets? What we doing? Why does he have a mask on and let me in my t-shirt, bro. I don't know what's happening in these streets. I don't know what's happening. Get the pistol. Shoot, bro. What's going on? Oh, man. Billy Ray, pink shirt back on Monday. Well, actually, I might do a blue shirt. Or maybe I'll do a white shirt. Trans Daniels. Oh, man. I need to get these incense popping over here. Get that spirit of the zest away. Spirit of this. And look at this. Let me show y'all something really quickly. If you look at his shirt, his tank top, I didn't even pay attention to this at first, but if you look at his shirt and his tank top, D-Wade's tank top, it's way down here. It's not even like a normal tank top. A normal wife beater, it's like a halter top. I ain't never seen a low-cut tank top in my life. Where do you find a low-cut tank top? It's like 6'5". D-Wade wearing a low-cut tank top and nobody is talking about it. He's wearing a strapless tank top and nobody tripped. Everybody was just like, that's just normal. Not a big deal. Now, if I come through with a low blouse tank top, yeah, he got on a tube top. Man, that's a tube top. Either it's a tube top or it's some ones that 50 Cent used to put out. Remember them ones, them G-Unit tank tops? And they had the strap and it was real low. No, let me show you. Y'all not familiar. G-Unit tank. I don't even know if you could do if the G-Unit tank, though, is the same. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the G-Unit tank? Go, shout it. Why was we looking to 50 for advice? Look at the G-Unit tank. Hold on, this is wild. Why was we looking to 50 for advice on dressing? Real talk, just 100%. What was we thinking when we said the Brian Pumper tank top? That's a fact. What was we thinking when we said, listen, let's go with 50's version of what tank tops are supposed to look like? Why did we think that? What was we doing? We've made a lot of bad fashion decisions in our lifetime, bro. This is the G-Unit tank. This is the G-Unit tank. It was supposed to look like a bulletproof vest. You know what's so funny? That is true. I didn't even realize that. It is. It's supposed to look like a bulletproof vest without no bulletproof vest, without no protection. That is what the look is. Yep, you are exactly right. Look at this thing. This looks so gay. This looks so gay. We was out here looking like fools doing this type of stuff. Crazy. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I want to make this show better, but I just don't know if we'll ever be able to get past us being fools and acting like idiots on this show and having a good time. I don't know if making a sacrifice for growth on this channel is worth having a good time. I need to know before I implement the rest of these changes next week. Chad, before I get to the next story, I have a question. Is doing the thing that actually grow the channel worth sacrificing us derailing and having a good time? Keep it how it is. We here for the fun. Microdose it. Nah, this has been hilarious. Nothing wrong with selling out. Let's just do Crash Out Fridays. No, because let me tell you why. Why we can't just relegate it to Fridays. Because I don't know when I'm gonna say something. Like I don't know when I'm gonna come up with a joke. I don't know when I'm gonna do an imitation. I don't know when I'm gonna get inspired. I don't know how I'm gonna derail, so I can't predict it. Part of the show is we set the subjects and then we just be going all over the place. So we be just doing anything. So you can't handicap it. You can't put a cap on it. It's just like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I can't control whether it's going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday. Every day we do something dumb. What if you do the show, then reactions to the subjects? I don't know. I just do whatever it is that I'm gonna do. I don't know. I just be having fun. I almost look at the Millionaire Morning Show as just a platform for us to kind of do what we want to do. Because the Anton Daniels channel is a channel that do way more views than anything. And so I kind of want to keep this lighthearted. I want to grow it. That's the goal, but I want to keep it lighthearted too. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel with any notifications. Mia. What up, Mia? God, you so cute. Next level is being coordinated with God, and he keeps you 2 steps ahead of the trends through prayer and guidance. How do y'all not obsess with black women? I don't understand. I love my snow bunnies. I like the Asian women. I seen one with a flat back today inside of the coffee shop. She was so cute when she was sitting down, and when she got up, I was like, ooh, you got your little briefcase booty over there, huh, baby? How do y'all not absolutely fall in love with black women every single day, bro? I don't get it, man. Listen, ladies, and again, shout out to the snow bunnies and everything. I'm just going to tell you, whoever told y'all that y'all needed to get BBLs, whoever told y'all that y'all needed to change what y'all look like, whoever told y'all that y'all needed to look like ants, y'all already got it. Honest to God, y'all already are the cream of the top. Y'all are so pretty and beautiful, and it don't even matter. Y'all could be having braids, y'all could have locks, you could have long hair, short hair. Y'all just, man, listen. Stop letting people trick y'all up and tell y'all that y'all need to go and modify yourselves and mess yourselves up, bro. Y'all already dope, man. Real talk. D-Knock says your soy L in any soy L in any language, I'm him. Doesn't matter the car, country, or creed. That's a fact. That's a fact. TS says Scary Movie 6 is good. Nelly Domingo says Bears are going to Indiana. Oh, I already told y'all that. I told y'all that months ago. Wesley Turner says they've been trying to make being gay synonymous with being black for decades. I don't understand it. AR says these gay men, these are the same people at the Pride Parade in Detroit this weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lock in. No Lambo out in Detroit this weekend, bro. I seen the mayor pulling up the Pride flag. And you know what's so funny, AR? I was thinking about that too. Because I was thinking to myself, man, if I was to become mayor, people would be mad at me because I would be doing away with some traditions that we've recently established. Like I was thinking about, would I ever be able to say, hey, it's Pride Month in Detroit? I couldn't. I would have to abolish it. Lou says that's mental illness for real. But if they was to admit it, that would be checks people would be applying for. Wesley Turner says, AD with the oop shiesty. Chase Barnes says, our idols are slowly falling, dear God. So messed up. Curtis Taylor says you can't get this type of 9F entertainment on daytime television. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Manny Plays PC says he found it in his daughter's closet. Crazy. Gay unit, says Chase Barnes. Vito Royale says you just gonna on all of my early 2000s. That was my early 2000s too. Don't worry about it. Jeremy Clay in the building says we need to bag Chase a G unit tanks this summer. Whoever is in charge of the merch need to get on that ASAP. Nick says keep the show as is. Crash Out keeps the show entertaining. That's why other morning shows are boring. They're too polished. Leo girl, what up, Leo? Says, oh my God, Anton Bears just released it. Us! I said it. I predicted this a long time ago. Can I get my credit, bro? Can I get my credit, dog?
Sense for the Bears. It does make sense for the Bears. But I think after all these years of work, I think we still have, we still have power. We can still keep them in Illinois, and we can bring them to Arlington Heights.
So does this kind of light a fire underneath you guys now? I mean, what do you do now?
Well, right now we need, I guess, a few hours to process it because it was not a surprise, but it was a surprise.
Hammond is in Indiana.
It's a small statement, but a very strong statement. And working with the Bears for all these years, that statement means something. It means that we have to wake up because Indiana is already there in just a year. We are going for year 4. So we need to see what we can do to get things done fast. We cannot lose the Bears, the businesses, the jobs, and everything else that comes together with a new stadium.
Argy, I'm hearing a bit of hope in your voice, which is nice. Maybe disappointment, but also hope. Which one weighs heavier today? I mean, do you feel like the state of Illinois has let you all down?
Like our mayor said, they fumbled the ball. We know that. And with the mayor of Chicago doing whatever he did in this situation to block the bill and everything else, I think Governor Pritzker can do it. She said she wanted. She pushed a lot, and I think he can bring the people together to just move forward and keep the Bears here. But yes, there is some disappointment, 100%. But I hope that we can put things together and we can make it happen.
Argy, you talk about hope, and there's been several statements that have been released by the Bears over the past few months, especially. Why do you feel like this one seems different and maybe more intentional towards its move towards Hammond, Indiana?
Well, we saw what happened last week with the bill. I mean, enough is enough. From a business perspective, when you start from last year and Springfield said, hey, we don't have your agenda, then we have Governor Pritzker say that I want you here. Then we have Mayor Johnson do whatever he did. So, I mean, enough is enough. And as a business person, I would say, you know what? I will go to Indiana because they have everything ready for us. And I think we can do it too. I think.
I've officially started to see a lot of this. Bears board of directors votes to advance the stadium development, and Hammond, Indiana, the team says the exact site will be selected. This is the first time that the Bears board has voted on any stadium site. Says there's more work to do, but barring anything very strange, it's a done deal. ESPN source says Chicago Bears brass said in a statement yesterday that the Chicago Bears board of directors met and voted to advance our stadium development project in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site to be selected. We believe a world-class stadium project in Hammond will transform the region, connecting Northwest Indiana and south of Chicago, south side of Chicago, through the loop and across neighborhoods and suburbs stretching north of the city. It will bring Chicagoland together and develop and deliver new opportunities to its residents and businesses. Wow. Hammond officials spoke out earlier this week saying that they were optimistic after Illinois legislators failed to pass a mega projects bill that would allow the Bears not to pay property taxes on an Arlington Heights site. They're making a huge mistake if they don't choose Hammond, in my opinion. The mayor, Tom McDermott, said. Mayor McDermott talked about the Bears as the location of the team's new $3.2 billion stadium hangs in the balance. You know, Hammond is about to become the Vegas of the Midwest, right? I called this months ago. When this first started, I called this last year, way last year. I said, they're going to lose the Bears in Chicago. They're going to lose the Bears in Arlington. Illinois will not have a football team at all. Hammond, a lot of y'all don't realize it. They got a lot of casinos there. They do a lot of poker there. They do a lot of the big poker tournaments there and all of that stuff. Hammond is going to become the Vegas, how Biloxi is the Vegas of the South. Hammond is going to become the Vegas of the Midwest now. Good grief. Good grief. This is crazy. I just cannot believe that y'all voted in a person that has been so destructive to the city that they lost y'all football team. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all, they lost your football team. Y'all are the biggest Midwest city. You are the biggest Midwest city. Los Angeles got multiple football teams, multiple basketball teams. New York got multiple basketball teams and multiple football teams. How does your state, how does the biggest Midwestern city lose their football team in that short amount of time? It is insane to think about this. And you know what is going to happen? So much development, so much more money is going to be poured into Hammond, Indiana, because the Bears are going to be there, because of the stadium, because of the development, because of all of the economic opportunity. Now you're going to see property prices go up. You're going to see businesses boom over there. You're going to see more people wanting to build around there that also adds to the tax base. Congratulations to Indiana. Chicago, you deserve everything that you got coming to you. Oh, yeah, they still should be. It doesn't matter what they're called. We gonna call them the Hammond Bears. We calling them the Gay Bears. We're calling them the Hammond Bears. We're calling them the Gay Bears. Wow, bro. Wow. Crazy. What if, novel idea, but we're going to have the conversation. What if you then see a subsequent team do the same thing and benefit too? What if y'all see another major team from Chicago leave the city? Because you only need one person or one team to make a move for it to then be a movement. He said the Panthers are doing it and going to South Carolina. But here's the thing. It's different when it's a Chicago. It's different when it's a New York. It's different when it's a Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know St. Louis, all of that. And that's not to say that they're not a major city or nothing like that. Like, but it's different when it's actually a big market city. It's a whole nother conversation, bro. No big market city should be losing their teams. Not the biggest in their region. It's not the same. Kansas City is not the same as Chicago, bro. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. It's not the same. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, this is crazy. This is insane. Ain't no way you can spin this, bro. I know, Gone Postal. There's no way you can spin this to make this a good thing. In every way, shape, or form, this is bad. This is bad. This is horrible. This is crazy. This is insane, bro. Now they're gonna have the Colts and they're gonna have the Bears in the same state. They're gonna have the Colts and the Bears in the same state, bro. Reed says, AD, how much money will Chicago lose on the estimate? On the light side, billions, bro. Billions in revenue, billions when it comes to economic activity, billions when it comes to vendors, billions when it comes to restaurants, billions when it comes to parking, billions when it comes to jobs, maintenance, crew, visitors, out-of-towners, all of that. It's billions. You can't really quantify it because there's so many things attached to a huge tourist attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's too much attached to it. Oh, my gosh. Well, we definitely going to be going to a game over in Hammond. We coming to a game in Hammond. Yo, I just can't understand how y'all fumbled this so bad. Oh, God. I know I called it, but good God, good grief, bro. Let me see something really quickly.
For a new Chicago Bears stadium, and this morning excitement over there in Indiana, but not.
Best time to interview for a job is not after you get laid off. You know what the best time to interview for a job is? They're continuing to promote. That's the best time to pay for or to look, using that as leverage to eat. We're disappointed, but casinos. You have states that compete against each other. Major city. What major city lose teams? As a matter of fact, most of the time teams move back into
a new stadium. We was set to cancel.
Saying to us, there's what they.
Indiana would have two teams. They would have the Colts if they become the Gay Bears, or if they become the Gary Bears, they become the Gary Bears. That's insane, bro.
At 9:30
today, that we're not going to stay in Chicago because they're not going to stay in Chicago. Brandon Johnson is the worst politician in the United States of America right now. For him to leave that revenue on the table and to lose his team, because either they're going to build in Arlington Heights or they're going to move to Indiana. So Chicago is out of the running. Chicago already lost because money talks, bullshit walks. And because they don't even know how to manage their city finances effectively, this is what's happening in Chicago. So Chicago lost already. We could just throw them out the window. All right. Now, the question is, will Illinois lose the Bears? And will they lose them to Indiana? If I was Indiana, let me tell you what I would do if I was Indiana. If I was Indiana, I would say, hey, listen, because they already got $2 billion on the table. I would throw them another B just to spit in JB Pritzker's face. I would throw them another $1 billion, say, hey, man, here's $3 billion. Check this out. Watch this. I want to see something. It's already $2 billion on the table. If I was Indiana, I would throw them another B and seal the deal. If I was Indiana, I would throw in another B and just go ahead and shut it down and seal the deal. We'll figure out the details later. We'll build you a new stadium, man. We'll give you a B. How about that one? I will make them an offer they can't refuse. I would just absolutely shit on them. And if I was Indiana, this is when I stopped cursing. This is before I stopped cursing on the Millionaire Morning Show. I was talking that talk. Before I stopped cursing, I said I would throw them another B. Right? We'll do like Alonzo did. We'll squeeze one of our old ones. Well, I don't talk to dead men. Well, I'm not dead yet. What are you going to do? I'm just going to tax one of my old accounts. They know where the money is. They know who the dope boys are. They know who the people that send the Fenty in. They know who running shit inside of Indiana. Tax one of your old accounts. Throw them a B just to spit in their face and have them come on over. We're going to name them the Gay Bears. Slide the negotiators, $5 million each. Is it $5M for you, $5M for you, $5M for you? All right. What's Indiana's budget? $1 in surplus? I could throw them an extra B. We good. They figured it out. Got $44 billion in spending. We'll figure that out. This is nothing to y'all. This is nothing to y'all. Take their stadium. Then I will start talking to the Chicago Blackhawks. Hey, Blackhawks, y'all ready to move too? Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I've been saying the same thing. I've been saying the same thing that I'm saying today. I've been saying it way before. Same thing. Nothing's changed. Anton, did you see the Madden 2027 cover? Let's look at it. Y'all want me to look at everything, huh? And 27 cover. Images. Let me pull it up, make sure it's large. This it right here? This it right here? How fitting. And then they got Chicago on the cover too, ain't it? His nails is painted. It's the first thing I noticed is that his nails is painted. And they wanted to highlight how his nails is painted. Is this it right here? It's the cover? Wow. Wow. Oh man, I can't wait to show this one to Molly. I might have to make this a part of the show tonight. I'm gonna have to show this one to Molly and make this a part of the show tonight, baby. Yeah. Ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all like this? Do y'all like that guys are leaning more into their femininity nowadays? Because I know that it's a group of people that's saying that men needed to be less masculine and more feminine and embrace their feminine side. Do y'all like this? Went from NFL Blitz to NFL Glitz. He got his nails did. Yes, 180 is good. You don't like it, Jay? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But guess what? Guess what? They want to boycott an Asian store that we no longer, that they don't even own anymore, but they don't want to boycott this type of nonsense. They taking our sports and they making it gay. They're taking our sports and they're making it gay. And why? Because it's not even like gay men like football like this. They like going to brunch just like the girls. They trying to replace the girls. Why? And you notice how this is becoming a trend? He's not the only one. It's an NBA player. What's the NBA player that wear nail polish and stuff like that? Let me know what his name is inside of the chat. This is, y'all notice this is becoming a thing. It's starting to fly out. Jared McCain.
When last did we feel this close together? Chasing sunsets in California. Don't make me wait, baby, it's been forever.
You said you started watching more hockey lately. It seemed like that's where the last of the masculinity is, bro. Where they still fight. That's where the last of the masculinity is. Where they still fight. Honestly, bro.
About damn time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like.
I can't do it, bro. I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care what's happening. I don't care how y'all keep trying to, how y'all kind of justify it. Why y'all keep trying to make it seem like it's a real thing. I can't do it, bro. I just can't, man. I don't understand it, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And they always got girls around them that hype them up, that believe in them. Yes, king. Yes, queen. All of that, dog. It's just like, I don't understand why promote femininity amongst men. I don't promote masculinity amongst women. Just don't. You know who I can't get with? And call me crazy. And I know some of y'all gonna disagree with me because y'all think that I can't get with Young M.A., bro. I can't. It's hard. I just can't, bro. It's hard for me to just compartmentalize it and try to understand it. I can't. And I know it ain't for me. I can't get with it because it's like, you still want to be a dude on the low. I just can't get with it. It just don't make no sense to me, man. And there's a bunch of people that's gonna justify it and rock with it. I can't get with it, bro. No, they not, bro. Y'all, no, they not, man. They look uncomfortable. They look weird. Studs look uncomfortable every single day. They're the most self-conscious people that I see walking around in the streets every day is a stud. And studs walk around like they scared they about to get their girl took every time. The most uncomfortable people in the streets that I see walking around every day are studs. Hello? What up, baby? Chilling in the studio. I was about to go get some too. Yeah. Yeah, you can come get me. You can come, and I'll just take y'all. How was your I'm on a live stream just to let you know. How was your college orientation?
It was okay. I got my classes. I'm registered. I'll show you them.
All right, you about to come by the studio?
They were all full. Yeah.
I told you that was gonna be all full.
Yeah, they were.
I told you. That's why I said you got to get the earliest orientation time, so
Yeah,
that
I
you'll
didn't
be
get
able
the
to have
best
the
classes.
so that you'll
I'll
be able
show
to
you.
have your trick pick. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You and your mama come by the studio, and then I'll take y'all to go. I'll take y'all to get some ice cream.
Alrighty.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Studs, bro. Studs, man. I honestly, when I see them walking around in the streets, somebody said I can understand that AD, she's a great leader. I'm not talking about her skills. Studs look so uncomfortable, especially when they got a girl with them or they trying to hold on to their girl. You know how a person seems apprehensive around other people because they scared that somebody else gonna take their girl or something like that? That is the personification of a stud. That's the personification of the stud. They always doing like this. They always cuffing extra tight. And it don't matter if you cuffing or not. Let's say hypothetically that somebody was like, hey, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let me get your number or whatever. What you gonna do? Even if, like, there's always an inherent threat from a man. There's just by default, guys respect other guys, even if they looking. Like, they not just gonna be too disrespectful. They're not gonna be too overt. Like, you know, if you walking around with a bad chick or something like that, people gonna look cool. Ain't even tripping about that. Like, you supposed to be bad. You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to be looking at you because you fine as hell, whatever. But there's still this inherent threat to where guys kind of pull back a little bit and they be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she would have, all right, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Even if they try to snipe on the low, it's gonna be on the low. It's not gonna be overt. We don't respect you when you with another girl. We don't respect you when you with another girl. We just don't, by default. If you walking around with a girl, it's like, well, what you gonna do? You know what we say? It's Friday, right? Man, I'll F both of y'all right now. I'll bust both of y'all down right now. We don't even look at you as a threat. We like, oh, we can get both of them at the same time. We don't take you. What you gonna do? You gonna tough up on us? You go, hey man, let my girl. Shut up. Who you talking to? Take them clothes off. Put a dress on. Slap you back into a dress. There's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing that you can do to stop what you can't protect the girl that you hold in the hands. Y'all both got the same strength. Y'all both in the same boat. Y'all got the same strength. You can't do no different than the girl that I'm talking to. This ain't protection. This is a heist. This is a heist. You can't protect her. You can't protect you. You can't help you. You feeling uncomfortable because we see through them jeans. Oh, she got a fatty. I got a fatty. And the caddy. Yeah. You can't even save you. How you gonna save her? Now we could go up. Now I'm not suggesting this, but obviously there's some people that could go, hey man, I'm about to air this whole bitch out. Hey babe, go ahead and get in the car. Hey, just call the police whenever you see what's happening. So I'm about to air this bitch out. Nigga, what you say? No matter who it is, they're gonna think for a second. The other person. Like, even if it's subconscious, they're gonna still think it through. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, I'll knock this nigga out. What? Yeah, all right. When I see you, I'm like, yeah, I see you. See you with them overalls on. They do be looking like, man, a lot of them do look like Manny Fresh. I see you with them overalls on. Sometimes we can even see the potential in you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she thick. She thick. You still, listen, this is you. You're still, if this was the apocalypse, right? And the world was ending, you still a her. You still a her. Hey man, you see them girls out there? You're cattle. Your trade potential. Your trade potential. Your cattle. In the apocalypse. Hey man, hey dog, listen. I ain't gay though, because I got her. Nobody tripping. No matter what bathroom you go in. You go in the men's bathroom, like, hey, Oh, yeah? Go ahead, pull your pants down in the men's bathroom. You still can't stand at the urinal. You still got to go into the individual stall. And if you you know what I'm saying, you don't like that the toilet seat is dirty, you still got to do this when you pee. You got to sit up, you got to crouch over. You still got to do this. All right, I see you in there. I see you in there, you know, in between the little slats of the public restroom. I see you in there crouching over with your coochie. Yeah, I see you in there. Now you can come out and try to fix yourself up and try to make yourself to seem normal, but you still standing over it because you don't want your booty to touch the seat because it's a public restroom and you ain't got none of them things that they pull down in order to put over the seat. Look at me. Tearing up. Tearing up. Messing up my whole thing. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this right. I didn't hit the thing. Trying to see under the stall. Let me refresh. Give me a second. See if I can refresh real quick. Get this back to normal. I got you. There we go. We back. We still see you. Crouching over. Trying not to let your booty hit the toilet seat. And sometimes your pee may go to the side a little bit because the lips is in the way of the pee. The pee coming out sideways. I said no. Because you're not used to aiming like that, and so it ain't the same as aiming like a man. You aiming, you don't know where it's gonna go. This is based off of how thick your thighs are, and so because your pants are still around the bottom of your ankles, you can't even aim correctly. You can only come up off the seat a little bit, but you don't have enough. You haven't been doing squats and you don't have enough lower body strength to control yourself. And so now it's getting on the pee is going in a different direction. Oh, man. You're peeing on the bottom of your pants. Now your overalls wet. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to grow the show that one way I want to, but we still gonna love the show. We gonna love it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it do make that whizzing sound. It would go until it hit the water. If they really got to pee, it'll almost sound like a man in there. It'll be like, because the pee is hitting the toilet real hard because they've been holding it in for a long time. Oh God. What's wrong with this life? K Cooper says, hey, how do AD know this? Because y'all trying to get y'all life, y'all trying to impress us, but y'all got to use the bathroom. Y'all got to use our bathroom. Where's your bathroom at? Oh, right over there. and then you almost be peeing before you take your pants down. So sometimes y'all will turn the water on to try to not let us hear what's coming out because you got to pee so hard, and that's when you throw a little poot in there. Turn on the water. Shh. There's so many different sounds coming out of their bathroom. Like, you know what? Let's hold off on doing anything sexual tonight. Let's just chill. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let's hold off. Come on in. Is it open? Hold on. Is it open? Here I come. What's up, crazy? All right, I'm still on the live stream. Let me wrap it up. Talk so much junk. Oh, man. It's ice cream time. Y'all want to get a reading sighting? No, you stay right there. Back up. That's down. There y'all go. Y'all get y'all a little monthly reader sighting, or your bi-monthly sighting. Okay, get out of there. Y'all not gonna come in here tearing up. Not gonna come in here tearing up. Get y'all a little funky ice cream. What time you got that? Let me read the super chats and then we're gonna go from there. Blue to Globe says NYC having a trend. Oh yeah, I read that one. Shout out to y'all. Jamal Bradley says, I found you in the first place was because I was increasingly frustrated with how Black culture is often being reduced to buffoonery and caricature rather than being represented in all of its depth, complexity, and richness. Tiffany says, I was late. I need the pink shirt back. This one? Oh, so y'all like this one. Y'all like this shirt. Okay. All right. I see you. TS says, put Josh on the show again. Shout out to Josh. Josh was cooking up. TS says, you like Luda's new song? I don't know if I heard. He got a new one? Did you see that Gay Madden cover, Bam Bam? Yep, we just covered that. Dwight Bell says, 80, since you're checking emails today, check the one I sent about the ad I created for you. This will be the fourth time, 2 times in the Patreon, 2 times in the email. All right, Dwight. Okay, Dwight. Why are you laughing? Hey, don't get too comfortable. Cuz y'all still getting too comfortable. Getting a little too comfortable. I don't like that. You still rocking with Republic Services? I am, Demetrius. Eli says Brandon Johnson is the gift that keeps on giving to other states. That's true. Purple Haze says seems like a meetup there is going to happen. That's a fact. We going to Hammond. We pulling up to Hammond. Manny Plays PC says sounds like a great time to invest in Hammond, Indiana. Maybe. I mean, Kansas City is leaving Missouri, but that's not one of the biggest cities. Mike Epps is happy. Yeah, he is down there in Indiana, ain't he? Oh yeah, I seen the pullover song. I seen the video. Looked like a typical Luda video. I didn't really listen to the song that deep. I'll check it out though. Josh McLean says White Sox Stadium lease is up in 2029 and the owner is alleged to be open to moving. Casual Germ says the Bears versus the Packers is already on the schedule. The back and forth could be for public officials to be voted out before a final decision is made. Oh, well, cheap gas, fireworks, and firearms. Let's go. Boosie. Shout out to Boosie with the super chat. Boosie says something about the cover. Says TS Car Wash and Detail. This is what Drake music make them do. AD, but you've been spinning that lately. That's a fact. Latrell says, bro, if this isn't an attack on masculinity, I don't know what is. Wesley Turner says, studs always look like they have a fishy miasma. What is a miasma? Mr. Lott with a 10 ball says, bro, I literally just got back downtown. I see what's going on already here in downtown Detroit. Now you got to go. Yeah, I know what you're saying. What we doing? What did I miss? Melvin Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Says, now you got me pea socks. Now you got pea socks. Spacer says they got to take a bath after they pee. That thing sound like a super speaker when they finally let it out. That little fart be louder than they think. Shout out to Spacers for the fireball. I appreciate you. Luda song, pull over, check it out. Yep. I got you. Thank y'all for holding me down. We got after hours tonight. It's going to be a fun show. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all the greatest audience on the face of the earth. I'll see y'all tonight.